I still got something to prove. Let's go. All I do, work like I still got something to prove.
I haven't even said a line.
Must be nice. You know, must be nice to have your own gym. Must be nice to, like, you know, build your own headquarters in your dream location, move to your dream location. Must be nice to own a bunch of cars and, you know, be sitting in this nice podcast studio in our warehouse. Just must be nice. A lot of must be nices. You know, Rob talks about this a lot of times, like the must be nice people, because I think so many times people see, you know, you see success on the internet and you think, oh, it just must be nice. Like it was easy. You got this because you did, like, because you won the Olympia. You know how long that took? Do you know how long I was actually in dead last place? I spent the first 5 years of my career being last call out. Must be nice though. Must be nice. No, things don't just fall into people's laps. Things that you want, you have to work for. And it's not this, you can't just put a viral video up and everything's just going to explode and business is going to be great. No, you have to keep up on that. You got to keep up on, if you get one viral, if you are lucky enough to get a viral video, all those people might be there for a second, but then they're not going to stay. It's how do you keep them to stay? But I think too often people just, you know, have the must be nice attitude, and they don't realize all the time and effort and lack of sleep and lack of, you know, a marriage. Rob and I spent the first 8 years of our marriage just grinding. Like we were all over the place, but like we didn't have any alone time. We didn't spend time together. We didn't have date nights. We didn't even have money. It took a good 4 years for Flagner Fail for us to actually be making money. And we also had to, you know, our parents, our friends didn't think we were doing like real stuff because they didn't see like, oh, well, you should just be making money. Why not? It would be so much easier if you just had this regular job. Yeah, it would be easier, but we didn't choose that path. It would also have been easier if I had a regular job and I didn't decide to like become a professional bodybuilder that wanted to win the Olympia. My life would have been a piece of cake, but my life was hard. Dieting nonstop, training nonstop, traveling nonstop, not sleeping. It is a full-time job. And on top of that, like we were trying to build a business. Luckily, our two goals kind of aligned. My goal was I wanted to be a fitness model. You know, Rob and I sat down one time and we actually wrote out our goals. And I think it's very important for everyone. When you want something, you have to write it down. If you're just thinking about it and you don't write it down, it's never going to become a thing. So write down your goals. We sat down one night and we wrote out everything. I was competing, dead last, mind you, in figure at the time. I wanted to I wanted to get to the Olympia stage. I don't even think I said I wanted to win the Olympia. I think I just wanted to walk on the Olympia stage. I wanted to be a fitness model. I wanted to be a sponsored athlete. I wanted to be on covers of magazines. I wanted to own my own gym. I wanted to have like my own coaching app. I wanted all of these things, and one by one, we just started like checking them off. I did all of that in about 5 years. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot in the journey, and it takes a lot of confidence in yourself. Like it took a lot of confidence. I was a teacher for about 5.5 years. That leap of faith that, you know, when we started Flagner Fail and I was trying to do my fitness, I couldn't do both because it has to do with a lot of traveling and being at expos and stuff. And it was a leap of faith in myself that we would make it happen. And through those 5 years that it took me to get to, let's say, winning the Olympia, like it took a lot of, mental strength. There were many times because, again, I was competing in a division that division didn't suit me. I was being told by judges that I'm too big, I'm too hard, I'm too muscular. And for some reason, I didn't pay attention to them because in my head, I looked what I thought was ideal. I was like, no, like, this is what I think looks good. This is what we should be, like, I want to look like. I don't really care what everybody else looks like. And at that time, since we were also doing social media at that time, trying to build me up as well as build Flagner Fail up, I was getting this attention. So I felt like I was like, okay, this is good. I do look different. And I think that was the bonus of me not trying to fit into a category that I didn't fit into and not listening to all the judges and everyone telling me I'm doing it wrong. You need to be doing this. You need to be wearing this. You need to grow your hair out. You need to get a boob job. They wanted to change me so I could fit into this category. And I said, no, I'm doing it this way. And it turns out me being so stubborn, but also me being so confident in who I am and what I saw and my mission and what I liked about myself and me not wanting to fit in actually did the best thing for me. They came out with a division. I feel like they made the division for me, maybe because I was so stubborn. I showed up every show looking exactly the same. They literally created a division. So 2011, they came out with this new category, which was everything that they described I was. It was a figure girl that had more muscle, that was more conditioned, had abs, we had posing, which I was so psyched about. So I decided, I'm like, cool. This is it. It was almost like the universe gave me like, here you go. You've been asking for this. You wrote this down. This is it. So you have to do it. So whatever that first show was, which was Junior USA's 2011, we drove down there, competed in the very first physique show in the NPC and won it. I won it. I was the first pro ever in the history for women's physique. So that all those goals that I started writing down, I was like, oh my God, these can actually happen. Like I can get to the, I'm a professional athlete. That's what I wanted. I wanted to become a pro. And before it was like, I wanted to become a pro, but I was dead last. If there were 30 girls, I was number 29 or 30 in those 30 girls every time. And here it was finally like, no, these are all possible. So then I went into like, okay, we're taking this so seriously. My life was a 24-hour-a-day job where eating, training, sleeping, helping with Flagner Fail, trying to grow the business. We were traveling every single weekend, every single event that was close to Reading, Pennsylvania. Rob and I were in a car and we were there. Sleeping through, like driving through the night, sleeping in little hotels for 3 hours just to catch some sleep. And we would be at every event. We traveled so much just to get in front of people. He wanted me in front of people, obviously our brand in front of people. And that's how we grew, was the fucking grind. And not everybody has that grind. We were working probably easily 16-hour days. In combination, I think I was still teaching at that point. I finally, once we got Flagner Fail to the point where I could take that leap of faith in our brand and in myself that we can do this, then it just escalated. But nothing in our life was handed to us. Nothing came easy. It was grind until we finally started seeing a result. And it was the confidence that we had in ourselves with each other, the confidence that we saw with our brand, the confidence that we saw in me. But it did not come easy. This is not something that we just had a viral video. We were creating content on, I mean, we were putting out, I want to say daily videos at that point in time, pumping out media, pumping out content all the time and showing up to every single event. Must be nice though. I mean, I remember living on 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep, but it must be nice.